Hey, it's Jessica Whitworth and another episode of Mama Needs a Drink, and today it's a beer day. I got my beer earrings on because I am a big fan of craft beer. Craft beer is my first love. It is what started it all for me. I used to drink, all the typical stuff that you get at the liquor store, and then one day somebody hands me a craft beer and I was like, what is this magical beverage? And it just went from there. Now I'm exploring any craft beer that I can get my hands on. I love visiting tap rooms. And then from there now I'm going to distilleries and cideries and tasting all of the things there that people are creating right here in BC. And that is what Mama Needs a Drink is all about. Getting you a beautiful beverage and exploring what craft companies here in BC have to offer. So today we are looking at Old Abbey Ales, straight out of Abbotsford, my old stomping grounds, born and raised in Abbotsford, and I have had the pleasure of visiting Old Abbey Ales. They have a fantastic tap room. They're just on the corner of Fraser Highway and Mount Lehman, and trust me when I say you will not go thirsty at Old Abbey, okay? They have, I think it's like 15 beers on tap at any given time, and the selection is all good. So I'm excited to try 4 from them today. The first one that I'm gonna be looking at here is the Die Hard Hazy Lager, and that's about at 6%, which is pretty high for a lager. Then I'm going to move on to the Blonde Ale, and that's 5%, so pretty typical. A little bit more full flavored, or at least it should be, than the lager. Then we're going to move on to the Sippy Chai Eye. I've never had a chai ale. This 5.7% on this one. And something a little more definitely in the flavor category is the Sour Raspberry, and this is a big boy right here, 7%. Okay. I'm gonna start off with the Hazy Lager. Let's give this a pour and see how she looks. Yeah, beautiful light color in there. Remember, this is at 6%, so a little heavier than the traditional lager than you're probably used to drinking. It's a little bit of a little sweet, fruit aroma to it. Yeah, see, this is a dangerous beer because this tastes like a nice, fresh, crisp lager. Typically, those range at about 5%, but this is a 6% and it goes down very easy. So you gotta be careful with this one. Yeah, that one could be dangerous, but it is very delicious. Not quite as hazy as I think. I mean, it definitely is a little bit, but not quite as much as I was expecting. But hey, doesn't matter how it looks. All that matters is that it tastes good, and it does. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna move on to the Blonde Ale now. This one, 5%. It should be, slightly darker. Ooh, we have a very active can of beer here. Just wanted to jump right out and get in that glass. You can see just how much I'm gonna hold it up. If you can see, the carbonation is running strong in this one. Gonna have to hold off a second here and see that, and let some of the foam rise up so we can get down to the beer. But so far, really beautiful golden color on that one. This is very yeast smelling on this one. A little bit funky, and I like that in a beer. See if I can get past some of this foam and into the beer. Yeah, it's really good. Slightly more flavorful than the lager was. It's still more malt forward, but I am getting a little bit of hops in the finish, which is really, really good. It's not overpowering. You don't have to worry about it being super bitter at all. This is just the right amount of flavor. Very, very easy to drink. That'd be a really good food pair. If you wanted to have I would almost have like a maybe it would be really good with like salmon or some sort of like fish on the barbecue. It's very tasty. Okay, the chai eye. I'm psyched about this. I've never had a chai ale before, and I'm really hoping that I do taste the chai in this one. 5.7%. Still a beautiful golden color on that. I think I was expecting it was going to be a little bit darker, but oh man, the chai aroma on that is beautiful. Bubbly chai tea. It's really, really nice. I'm surprised because that it even works really well as a beer. I had a chai cider last week and it was beautiful. So I was curious to see if the chai worked in a beer as well, and it really does. It's got this like, not even just the chai, but another flavor that I'm trying to place. And it's so good. This is really, really, really nice. It's just got that nice spicy chai flavor to it, but it's not overpowering at all. So you could definitely drink a glass of this, no problem. And I don't think that you would get tired of it at all. All right, last one. We're moving on to the sour raspberry. I am a huge fan of sour beers right now. Most of them can be pretty tart. Sometimes not so much, but I find that when they are berry flavored, that they are more on the tart side for sure. We got some fresh smelling raspberries right there. And I think I read before that Old Abbey Ales does get their raspberries to make this beer right off a local farm, which is always really nice to see. It's like a not very sweet, this is gonna sound weird, like a raspberry jam, but without the sugar. So you're just getting like the really nice tart, light flavor of the raspberry, but without all the sweetness of the sugar. It is really, really enjoyable. Definitely has that tartness to it, but it doesn't make you like pucker up. It's not overly tart. This beer actually has won a couple of awards. It won first at the Canadian Beer Awards in the fruit beer category, and then it won in the same category for second place at the BC Beer Awards. And I can see why. It's a beautiful, beautiful beer. Very, very nice. So what I recommend you do is that you visit Old Abbey's website so you can see what selection of beers that they have and where you can find them. We'll post the link for you. Then what I recommend you do is go visit them and maybe go with some friends. That way you can all get flights and get some extra glasses and then try each other's, because they have so many amazing beers on tap. Trust me when I say you are going to want to try them all. I do have another series of beer from Old Abbey, another review for you on the way. That will be coming soon, plus tons more. So make sure that you are following us at Goes to 11. Please follow me at Mama's Sippy Cup on social media as well. Make sure you click the alert bell on this video so that you know when the next episode is coming. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again real soon. Cheers. Mm-hmm.